Hi all, today we will share a story that says a lot, but it never reveals its true identity. Let's call it The Shadows of St Cuthbert's Manor. Part 1. The Invitation. In the heart of the bleak Yorkshire moors stood an imposing structure known as St Cuthbert's Manor. A weathered relic of centuries past, the manor exuded an aura of mystery and melancholy that drew the curious and the brave alike. For generations, whispers had circulated about the dark secrets that lay within its walls and the ghostly apparitions that roamed its halls at night. As a skilled journalist, Amelia Carter had an insatiable curiosity for the supernatural and unexplained. When an invitation arrived at her doorstep, inviting her to document the history of St Cuthbert's Manor, she couldn't resist the opportunity to unravel the enigma surrounding the place. With her camera, notepad, and a bag filled with trepidation, she set out for the Yorkshire moors. Upon arriving at the manor, Amelia was greeted by the elderly caretaker, Mr. Archibald, whose eyes carried the burden of years of guarding the estate. "Welcome to St Cuthbert's Manor," he intoned, his voice filled with a mix of caution and sadness. "Enter, but beware. The shadows here hold secrets beyond imagination." Part 2. The Haunting Past. The history of St Cuthbert's Manor was a tapestry of tragedy and sorrow. Built in the 17th century by Lord Bartholomew Fairchild, the manor was once a grand estate. It was said that Bartholomew had a penchant for the occult and conducted rituals to summon dark entities. But his practices led to a curse that would forever taint the place. Generations later, the Fairchild family met their end under mysterious circumstances. A fire consumed the manor, but some locals claimed it was the work of malevolent spirits seeking revenge for the sins committed within the walls. The manor stood abandoned since, with rumors of strange occurrences keeping people away. Amelia spent days meticulously researching and interviewing locals to piece together the manor's history. Each tale seemed more chilling than the last, and the lines between myth and reality blurred as she delved deeper into the darkness. Part 3. The Unseen Forces. As the night descended, Amelia's investigation intensified. Armed with her camera, she braved the eerie silence of the manor's corridors. Shadows danced in the candlelight, and the walls seemed to whisper ancient secrets. With every step, the weight of the past bore down on her, filling her mind with haunting images of the Fairchild family's grim fate. Strange noises echoed through the halls, and Amelia's heartbeat quickened. The manor seemed to come alive, its ghostly residents awakening from their eternal slumber. Doors creaked open on their own, and spectral figures lurked in the corners of her vision. Fear and fascination intertwined, urging her to continue her quest for the truth. Part 4. The Malevolent Presence. As Amelia ventured deeper into the manor, she sensed a malevolent presence, an entity that thrived on the despair and fear of its visitors. Her camera captured chilling apparitions and inexplicable phenomena, but she knew that mere evidence wouldn't be enough to comprehend the mysteries surrounding St Cuthbert's Manor. Late one night, as she pored over old journals found in the abandoned library, Amelia stumbled upon a cryptic passage. It spoke of a ritual that, once performed, could bind the spirits haunting the manor to its walls forever. Intrigued yet apprehensive, Amelia realized that this ritual could be her key to understanding the truth. Part 5. The Confrontation. Driven by her journalist's instincts and a desire to confront the malevolent presence, Amelia decided to perform the binding ritual. With candles flickering and the air charged with an otherworldly energy, she recited the ancient incantations. Unseen forces seemed to gather around her, and the temperature plummeted, sending shivers down her spine. The ritual seemed to work, and the spirits of St Cuthbert's Manor manifested before her. Amidst the swirling mists, Amelia caught glimpses of tormented souls, desperate for release from their eternal torment. She felt their pain and suffering, their longing for peace. But as the ritual neared its conclusion, Amelia sensed an unexpected malevolence that overshadowed the others. A dark figure emerged from the shadows, its eyes blazing with hatred and anger. This was no ordinary spirit. It was the entity that had fed on the misery of those who dared enter the manor. Part 6. Escape from the Abyss. Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she faced the malevolent entity. It reached out with ghostly hands, threatening to ensnare her in its grasp. With a burst of courage, she broke free from the ritual, realizing that she had unwittingly unleashed the darkness upon herself. The spirits of the manor wailed in despair, warning Amelia to flee before it was too late. But the malevolent entity pursued her relentlessly through the labyrinthine corridors. The manor seemed to rearrange itself, trapping her in a nightmarish maze from which there was no escape. Part 7. The Sacrifice. In her desperation, Amelia stumbled upon a hidden chamber that contained the source of the malevolence, a cursed artifact bound to the manor's dark past. Realizing that the only way to end the haunting was to destroy the cursed object, Amelia made a life-altering decision. As the entity closed in, she snatched the artifact and hurled it into the fireplace, causing an explosion of malevolent energy. The spirits of St Cuthbert's manor screamed in anguish, and the entity disintegrated into the void. The haunting ceased, and a profound silence settled over the manor. Part 8. The Truth Revealed. In the aftermath of the ordeal, Mr. Archibald appeared, his eyes now carrying a glimmer of relief. He revealed to Amelia that he was a descendant of Lord Bartholomew Fairchild and had been burdened with the task of guarding the cursed artifact for generations. Amelia's documentation of the manor's history had unknowingly paved the way for its salvation. The spirits of the Fairchild family finally found peace, and the malevolent entity that had tormented the manor was vanquished. With her investigation concluded, Amelia left St Cuthbert's manor, forever changed by the horrors she had witnessed. As she gazed back at the ancient edifice disappearing into the distance, she couldn't help but wonder if some secrets were better left undisturbed, shrouded in the shadows of the past. The story ends there for sure, but it leaves a burning question. Do you believe it was all her imagination? Or it could be true? Have you ever experienced any supernatural existence? Do share your story with us all, please. Next week, we are taking a dive into the dark, deep nestled on the outskirts of London. Epping Forest stands as an enigmatic expanse of ancient woodlands. Spanning over 2,400 hectares, this hauntingly beautiful forest is known for its lush foliage, serene paths, and abundant wildlife. But beneath its tranquil facade lies a dark and eerie history that has left a lingering sense of unease among those who dare to venture deep within its depths. Whispers of unsettling tales have circulated through generations, recounting ghostly encounters and unexplained phenomena that have earned Epping Forest a reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity. From mysterious apparitions wandering between the trees to eerie whispers carried on the wind, the forest seems to be alive with a spectral presence that eludes rational explanation. As twilight descends, the atmosphere in Epping Forest takes on an ominous tone. The shadows stretch long and thick, and the rustling leaves seem to carry the echoes of forgotten voices. It is said that the forest harbors vengeful spirits, trapped between realms, seeking solace or retribution for past misdeeds. Tales of inexplicable cold spots, sudden drops in temperature, and strange lights dancing amidst the trees add to the forest's eerie allure. Many locals recount spine-chilling encounters, and cautionary whispers pass from one generation to the next. Visitors have reported being followed by unseen forces, unsettling feelings of being watched, and a pervasive sense of dread that clings to them long after they've left the forest's confines.
Yet, despite the haunting lore and eerie aura, the allure of Epping Forest remains undeniable. Curious souls and thrill-seekers alike continue to delve into its mysteries, drawn by a fascination with the unknown and an insatiable desire to unlock the secrets held within its ancient trees. But as the sun sets and the moon casts its pale glow, one can't help but wonder what lies concealed within the whispering shadows of Epping Forest, lurking, waiting, and beckoning those brave enough to uncover its darkest secrets. Stay tuned for the unheard stories of Epping Forest.